I'm 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and the father of my child said he doesn't want this. He doesn't think this is a good idea, and he wants me to not keep the baby.
A 41 years old woman is pregnant by a married man. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So there's this woman that is going viral on the internet and everybody's talking about it. She came online to tell us that she is 6 weeks and a couple of days pregnant and that she got to find out that the man she has been dating for 4 years is married, and she said when they got together, the man said they were going through a separation, a divorce, and all that. And then the man was raving about how he can't wait for her to have his child. And now she's pregnant. She told this man, and this man told her to get rid of the pregnancy because at this moment he doesn't want the child and he's getting back with his wife. He supposed divorce, which I don't think that man was ever getting a divorce. That was a way for him to get you and get you relaxed that he was getting a divorce. But anyway, now she's on the internet asking us what she would do because she doesn't know that she just praying, and she's 41, guys. I'm stressing the age. She's 41 and she got played by a married man. And now she's literally on the internet crying. But anyway, our story has gotten a lot of people talking and also has gotten our reaction. So we're going to see her share her story, people's reaction to it, and her coming to respond to people's reaction to it. Anyway, guys, let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more.
I'm 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and my child's father, all within a day of finding out that I was pregnant, that I may have an ectopic pregnancy, going to the emergency rooms, spending hours and hours and hours getting poked and prodded to find out that my baby's okay and in my uterus where they should be, and my hormone levels are where they should be. So within a day of finding all that out, the father of my child said he doesn't want this. He doesn't think this is a good idea, and he wants me to not keep the baby. Let me be very clear that my child's father was very aware of what was going on. This wasn't like nobody was trapped. He repeated over and over and over again how bad he wanted us to have a baby, how bad he wanted me to have a baby, how bad he wanted me to get pregnant. And then I get pregnant and he's like, no. And today he told me, well, listen, you have to get the baby because actually I'm married. When we got together, thought we were getting divorced. I had requested a divorce. Things was done, I thought, but that didn't happen. And now I'm trying to work my marriage out. So you cannot have my baby. So now here we are. And I'm trying to keep my stress levels down because one of the reasons they thought it was or wanted to rule out it being ectopic pregnancy was because I was bleeding and still having a little bleeding issues. I'm trying to stay calm, keep the stress down so I don't harm my baby, but I'm just struggling because I'm trying to figure out why I needed this, why I needed to be trying to ask God, like, why I needed to be bent and broken and snapped in this way. I was minding my business, y'all. That man was persistent to even get a chance with me. And we were damn near living together. And then to say, and now my poor baby. Poor baby. I didn't want this life for my baby. And you know what? I'm 41. I don't have any children. This is my first child. I didn't ever even think I wanted any. So I certainly wasn't trying to but now it's here. Just married the whole time. Intentionally got me pregnant. And once I got pregnant, told me I don't want nothing to do with this.
Y'all seen the video of the lady who got on here and told us that she is 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant and she's keeping it? The child's father is married and he told her he does not want her to keep the child because he wants to work things out with his wife. And then I guess he tells her in some form that he wants her to keep it because he wants to file for a divorce. But then I go to her, well, first of all, what Glow said, number one. Number two, I went to her page and this is what I got from it all. I don't think she's keeping that child because she wants to be a mom, that she's cherishing motherhood. I think she's keeping that baby on conditions that that man stays and that he gets a divorce. And it's so unfortunate because each one of her follow-up videos are talking about him and his situation. None of them are talking about, oh, I'm just so elated to be a mother. I can't wait to cherish this journey. None of that. And not if, but when he leaves and steps out on you, because the same way you got him is the same way you're going to lose him, are you going to love that child the same? Because it's given you're going to love him conditionally. I don't know. What do y'all think?
If you come to the internet to vent or cry about something, you cannot get mad at the commentary. I saw the initial video of the woman who says she's 41 years old, 6 weeks pregnant, and the guy that she was dealing with told her that he's married and he's not leaving his wife. She didn't know he was married the entire time. At 41 years old, I don't know how men are still able to get stuff like that over on y'all. I feel like y'all be moving really fast with these men, and if you took your time, there are certain things that you should recognize. She said that they were damn near living together. What does that mean? Was he at your place all the time, or were you at his place? That's what I want to know. Either way it goes, he's married. He's not leaving his wife. You're 6 weeks pregnant. You're mad because women in the comments are telling you, hey, the best thing to do would be to terminate this pregnancy. It's not good for you. It's not good for this child. And instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to have my baby and I'm going to move forward, you make a follow-up video and call the women who were responding to your initial video mean, when you're the one who opened yourself up to the commentary. How is everybody else mean? I feel like it's very childish to get on the internet and cry about something and then get mad when people offer their commentary. And to me, that's not indicative of somebody who's ready to have a child. I don't care how old you are. And using religion to justify your selfish reasoning for just wanting a baby or having this baby in the hopes that this man will come around, or just so you can let his wife know that he was cheating on her, is really nasty work. Because why can't y'all use religion to not fornicate? Why do I always bring up religion when you want to avoid taking accountability? And that's why I always say Christianity is a nasty, nasty, nasty tool to avoid taking accountability. But like I said, it's very childish to do that, and you're probably not ready to be a parent anyways.
I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway because y'all know I don't care. That woman that is 41 years old and 6 weeks pregnant by a married man who didn't know he was married and has decided to reconcile with his wife. So not only do I not want to be with you, but I don't want that baby. The way I would have packed that bag so quick and found me the closest clinic. Ladies, stop making these men tell you multiple times that they don't want you and that they don't want their baby. Stop creating a life that you are going to struggle in potentially and despise. Because you didn't get pregnant because you wanted a baby. She said, I didn't think I ever wanted to have kids. I honestly didn't. She got pregnant because she was in love with that man. And now you're going to be stuck with a baby that is going to be a constant reminder every day of the relationship and the marriage that you never got. She didn't really want that baby. She wanted him. And let situations like this be a cautionary tale for you ladies. Why y'all not running credit, background checks? Why are y'all not doing the Googles and finding out if they're in a relationship? Y'all understand a credit check will show all the people that have been linked to him, i.e. wives. Some of this y'all be bringing on y'allself. Yes, the men be lying. But when you don't do your due diligence, this is what you get. Well, Ash, I can't believe you saying that. You telling her to go and have an abortion? I thought you was a Christian. I am. And a sin is a sin in my book. Sleeping around before marriage is a sin. Sleeping with a married man is a sin. So if you're going to do worldly things, you're going to have to make some worldly decisions. And I would much rather ask God for forgiveness than to live a life for 18 years with this baby that I hate. Potentially taking it out on the baby. having all kind of financial struggles and medical issues, and my child not having a daddy? Which one y'all think is worse? A quick drive to your nearest available state? Make it a weekend trip with your girlfriend. You think that's worse than having 18 years of hostility and resentment towards that man and his baby? Huh? Oh, okay.
You're 41 years old, pregnant by somebody else's husband, whether you knew or not, and the father don't want the baby. You got one of two options. One, you go down to that clinic, okay? All right? You know what? Put the big girl panties on and say, you know what? I don't want this, not for me. Or number two, because you have no children, you be the best single mom that you can be, okay? You love that baby, but you just know that baby 9 times out of 10 won't have a father. That baby 9 times out of 10 won't have a father, won't have a family outside of you and your family. That other side is going to be absent and not be around, and you got to be prepared for that. But I understand if you're 41 years old and you're like, listen, I want to have a baby. I might not never get a chance to have a baby. I want to have this baby. The father might come around and, you know, you can have all the hope in the world. Don't have hope. Just go into it knowing, okay, I'm going to put these bigger panties on and I'm going to even go to the clinic or I'm going to raise this baby by myself. It's no in between. And if something in between is to happen or do happen, great. But just go into it knowing that 9 times out of 10, you'll be a single mother or just go to the clinic. Like, and this is the part that I want to add, but I'm going to add it. Having a baby with a man that don't want it and that's married, diabolical. Okay, I just posted something about this on my other page. If a man is married, whether you knew or not, having a baby by another woman's husband, diabolical. Because if you didn't know, now you know. And what you do with the information now that you know is your decision. Because if you didn't know in the beginning, you know now. And what you do with the information now that you know is your decision. Just my 2 cents.
So I just came across a video of a woman saying that she was pregnant. She just found out she's 6 weeks pregnant, and the child's father told her, I don't want the baby. And of course, this is a shocker to her. And on top of him saying, I don't want the baby, I'm married. She didn't know he was married. They've been together, full la line. She said they practically lived together. But he said, and then he told her that he thought he was getting a divorce and now he's not getting a divorce. She's 6 weeks pregnant. I know what I would do. I would be down at somebody's clinic, sending that baby back to God. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying, I think as a woman who is 40, yes, I understand you're 40 and you do not have any children. It would be very unfortunate to wait 4 decades to have your first child and for your first child to come into this world under these circumstances. And your best circumstance is, I know there's a part of you that's probably hoping like, oh, he'll come around. I don't think you understand just how dangerous it is for women during this time of their life. Pregnancy is probably when you are going to be the most vulnerable. I don't know if you saw the story of the man, I think he's currently on trial, where his girlfriend, he told his girlfriend he did not want her to have a baby. She got pregnant, but yes, he got her pregnant. Then he told her to get rid of the baby. She didn't get rid of the baby. You know what he did? He waited outside of her apartment and tried to get the baby out of her. He tried to the baby out of her. And I don't think you understand how dangerous a man is when a man is trying to keep a secret. This man is telling you, I want to get back with my wife. He does not want his wife to know that he has a baby on the way. Do you really want to place yourself in that position? I'm not saying that he would. I'm also not saying that he wouldn't. Men like this are dangerous, because do I think he was really going to get a divorce? No. That's why he's ending the relationship right now. At the moment you tell him you're pregnant, now him and his wife is fixing the situation. All of a sudden he's trying to fix the situation with his wife. That man was never getting a divorce. That man was not getting a divorce. It's just now there's a situation that has arisen that he needs that baby out of here. And he is telling you, even if he does not do anything to harm the child, trying to co-parent with a man that told you to have an abortion is going to be the most difficult thing you've ever done in your life. My children's father is my ex-husband. And co-parenting with him is sometimes difficult. Not sometimes, it's difficult. Co-parenting, period, is difficult, even when you were married. So now imagine trying to co-parent with a man that told you he did not want you to have his baby. Imagine the hell. And there's women in the comments telling you, hey, I am a single mother. Don't do it, go make the appointment. I think a lot of times women who have never been in this situation, never been in this predicament, think like, oh, it's not that bad. You see single mothers and you see single mothers happy with their children, and you're thinking, oh, it doesn't seem that bad. It doesn't seem that bad. It's that bad. You figure it out. Yeah, you figure it out. You figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Once the kids is here, the kids is here. But women are trying to prevent you from going through the turmoil. You're only 6 weeks into the pregnancy. And you know, it's crazy. Currently, we're talking about postpartum and what that looks like. Now, imagine if you do have to go through postpartum. You're going to be going through postpartum as a single mother. And then probably also fighting with the child's father. And then I don't know what the wife is like. You don't know what the wife is like. Hell, the wife could take him back and make your life even more of a hell. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, I really want you to think of what you're signing up for if you don't sign up for the clinic. Do with this information what you see fit. But I don't know what state you live in, but time is ticking.
Like I'm sure many of you have heard so many men say, oh, women hate each other the most. Like, women are the meanest and the worst to each other. Like, and I would always be the first one defending that. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, women, we support each other. We love each other. We believe each other. I mean, that's been my experience. I know there are women that can be pretty, brutal and ruthless towards each other just for the sake of being brutal and ruthless to another woman. But my experience has been really just beautiful, authentic relationships I've cultivated with women that have been so supportive and great and have shown up for me. I put up a post about everything I'm going through right now with my, just finding out I'm pregnant, the whole thing, all of that. Look back on my page and you can see it's the very last video I just did. And the amount of women in the comments just mean. And I get it. If you watch the video, there are people like, girl, why would you do that? Why would you do it? There's so many people telling me, get rid of your baby. It's going to ruin your life. I get the perspective of saying you have a choice. Just consider you have other options. I totally get that perspective. And I don't mind it because we all have different experiences. But the meanness, they're like, you waited till 41 to let a married man get you pregnant and you keeping it. Don't let it ruin your life. It's a ruiner and this and that. My baby's not a life ruiner. What I'm going to do in this video is take control and I'm going to prophesy and I'm going to speak life over me and my baby. That video to vent, and I posted that video hoping maybe there was a person or two out there that could understand, that maybe went through a similar situation and could provide some insight. And to the women that personally DM'd me and shared their personal experiences and tried to relate to me, I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Because please go look at that post and look at them comments. Not even like, hey, you're a human. You're a woman. I've been hurt before too. Somebody or somebodies have done me wrong too. May not have led to pregnancy, may have. But I get it. I get how you could think things are one way and then the rug can just get ripped out from under you. Consider your options, sis. Wish you the best. Not get on that table. You need an Uber? What did somebody else tell me? Reverse the contract. Send it back. Somebody in the comments says send it back. Okay. My baby's not an it. It's a baby. And I know you may have different thoughts on what classifies a baby at what time and term and weeks and trimester, and that's fine. I'm not here to debate that with you. I'm talking about mine. It's not a life ruiner. My baby is anointed and will be a blessing to many. My baby will be strong and confident and capable. My baby is going to be raised in a faith family, in a church that will protect it and surround it and be prayer warriors. My baby is being born to the best grandmother it could possibly have in the world, and uncles and aunts, and godmom, and best friend, and friends. My baby has a village, great uncles. And I'm talking about good men, for my baby to be able to see and look at. And I'm proud of that. I'm not proud of the circumstance and how it happened, and it sucks. But I am so thankful because I could be really 1,000% alone. And I got a village. I got a team. Y'all have no idea the warriors I have that will surround me in a circle and pray that thing down. So all of those comments saying all of that negative stuff or making it seem like this is just going to crash my world and burn, I am not claiming it. As a matter of fact, I rebuke it. Then I bind it. Then I release it into the atmosphere, and then I send it to the pit of hell. That's what I do.
See, sometimes when and this is why sometimes when we talk about women and we talk about age, sometimes it doesn't really have to even do with age. The fact that this woman is 41 years old and yet she's still out here, and like the other sister said, like if you're going to be religious, be religious. You are religious, but you're committing what? Fornication, okay, slash adultery. And you have warriors, but now you're prophesying on the child when you could have prophesied on yourself and do what the holy book asks you to do. See, this is where like I feel like a lot of women set themselves up, especially as a woman that has choose to go child free and supposed to going to be 41 this year. I feel like it's just an interesting take to see someone my age really go through this in real time and still be very, very, very oblivious to it and think that our own case will be different. A man that is married and still messing around with you intentionally got you pregnant and asked you to get rid of that pregnancy, that he doesn't want the pregnancy and that he's going back to his wife. You don't think that type of man is dangerous. That type of man is just out there to change people's life, to change the direction you're going in life. That's what and it's that type of man's seed you want to bring into this world. Sometimes I feel like as women, as much as yes, we call the men, oh da 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 da, we need to start holding ourselves accountable. Because where is this coming from? Where is this? And this is where I always, and this is why I create the content I create. Because a lot of the time, most women feel like if they don't have a child, then they are not worth food. And that's why when you see women in their 40s, late 30s, and they get pregnant, they just say like, oh, maybe I should just have this baby. I might not have the chance to have a baby. None of them is looking at the perspective of saying that how their life is going to change and if it's going to change for the good. And even see example of, which I thank God for the internet, there are women in the same late 30s, 40s, living their best life child-free. There is no there's a post I did on TikTok. Maybe I should post it here too. But there was this post of a woman that came online and was telling women there is no award, there is no reward on getting or having a baby. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to be the one to face all the consequences yourself. And this is coming from an African woman, a Nigerian woman that has a village. Because I would say those of us from Nigeria or from Africa, would I say, we can relatively say we have a village because you have your mom, your mother-in-law, your sister, your auntie, your sister-in-law, that they're already there to help you navigate being a first-time mom and all that, do your mugwort thing and all that. But the truth is that when reality hits, you will still be the one to face the entire having a child, raising a child by yourself, especially with the type of economy we live in, especially with the type of climate we live in terms of how the world moves today and how the world does not even slack on you as a woman. So rather than that ideology feeling like you're missing out on something, not having a child, you cannot return a child. Once a child is here, you cannot return the child. You're with it. And say, oh, my child is not a dream destroyer. Says who? A lot of women that can be true to themselves. They'll tell you they love their kids, no doubt. I have sisters, I have friends that have kids, and the truth is that I love my nieces and nephews with all my heart. Like, those are my babies. But they will also tell you, if they know what they know now, they would probably have made different decisions. And the fact that there's a lot of discourse about these things, and women and mothers speaking up of how hard it is, and how frustrating and how draining mentally, physically, financially, and even spiritually, and how it is, and yet you still see a woman at 41 still making this. The fact that she's even at 41 making this type of mistake, being pregnant for a married man, for me, just like, okay, girl. And then talking about how, oh, other women are so mean and all that because other women are telling her the truth. Now they are mean. You know what? Like, as much as we can all come here and yap and give our opinion and give our advice on things, is that it's still going to be our decision and it's still going to be our life. But one thing I also say, like, some people will come on the internet to share their story, to share their thoughts, and then people will give their opinion, and then they will say people are mean, people are just, you don't understand. What don't we understand? Make it clear. Because one other reason why women like this do this is because they feel like this is a way for them to look, to have the man there in their life. And I understand, once you have a child with a man, you're stuck with that man for the rest of your life. Some people think it's 18 years. It's not 18 years. You're stuck for the rest of your life with that man. You have to deal with that man and can you imagine a man that is a liar, a cheater, a manipulator? You've been dealing with that man for the rest of your life. Like, anyway, if she likes it, we love it. Anyway, guys, go ahead and share your thought down in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.